हाय फ्रेंड। तो आज हम हमारे जो बायोलॉजी का टॉपिक है यहाँ पे हम डिस्कस करते हैं। तो चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। ओके, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट इज ब्लड। ब्लड क्या होता है ये हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे। देन इसके कंपोनेंट्स के बारे में यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ब्लड इज व्हाट। ब्लड that is nothing but the commonly useful body fluid by the most higher organisms including the humans. ब्लड सभी ऑर्गेनिज्म में हायर ऑर्गेनिज्म में प्रेजेंट होता है एंड दैट इज द बेसिस ऑफ द लाइफ विच इज इन अल्कलाइन नेचर। मतलब इसका जो पीएच है वो 7.5 है, इसलिए स्लाइटली अल्कलाइन इन नेचर है। उसके बाद इसका नॉर्मली अडल्ट पर्सन में ब्लड कितना होता है, तो इसका वॉल्यूम 5.5 लीटर अडल्ट में प्रेजेंट होता है। देन ब्लड को हम बेसिस ऑफ लाइफ बोलते हैं बिकॉज ऑल द लाइफ इज रन थ्रू द ब्लड एंड इट इज द सॉफ्टेस्ट टिश्यू इन आवर बॉडी। ये ह्यूमंस में सबसे सॉफ्ट टिश्यू है। देन ब्लड को हम स्पेशल कनेक्टिव टिश्यू बोलते हैं and it having the two types of parts, that is the plasma and second one is the form cell. Then first of all we see here what is plasma. Plasma is what here? Plasma, that is the pale yellow colored fluid material which is present in the plasma, which having the viscous fluid, means which having the high viscosity. Then its proportion is 55% in the blood. Then it is 90 to 90% in the water. Then it having the proteins, that is near about 6 to 8%. Then it having the proteins like the albumin which helps in the osmotic balance. Then fibrinogen is there which helps in clotting or coagulation of blood. Then there is another protein in the blood, in the plasma, that is the globulins which involves in defense mechanism of the body. तो ये सब कुछ प्लाज्मा के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन है। लेकिन इसके बाद प्लाज्मा जिसके अलावा इसमें जो स्मॉल मिनरल्स प्रेजेंट रहते हैं जैसे कि सोडियम, कैल्शियम, मैग्नीशियम, हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट एंड क्लोरीन आयन, ये सब कुछ मिनरल्स प्लाज्मा में प्रेजेंट होते हैं। Then rather than this there is the presence of glucose, amino acids and lipids are also present in plasma. Then plasma without the clotting factor is also called the serum. मतलब प्लाज्मा में से अगर हमने clotting factor निकाले तो जो बचा हुआ रहता है उसको हम सीरम बोलते हैं। Then the next part of the plasma, blood cell, that is the form elements, and these form elements includes the erythrocytes, that is called RBC, means red blood cells. Then there is leukocytes which is also known to be the white blood cells. Then third component, that is the platelets. Okay, so these are the form elements which is present in the blood. So this near about 45% of the blood is constituted by these form elements. Then what is erythrocytes? Erythrocytes और RBC क्या होता है? So erythrocytes or the red blood cells, that is most abundant cells in the blood. Blood में सबसे ज़्यादा present रहने वाले cells हैं। In healthy adult humans, adult में अगर देखा जाए तो erythrocytes that is near about 5 million to 5.5 million in the RBCs per cubic ये blood में होते हैं। Then where it forms? So erythrocyte that is formed in the red bone marrow. And it is devoid of nucleus in the most of mammals. There is absence of nucleus in the mammalian RBC. It having the shape that is in biconcave shape. Then the erythrocytes or the RBCs having the red color due to the presence of complex protein, that is the hemoglobin. So due to this RBCs having the red color. Then there is the proportion of hemoglobin, that is the 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin in 100 ml of blood. तो ये जो एरिथ्रोसाइट्स है इसका आरबीसी का जो लाइफ स्पैन है that is near about 120 days and after that they destroyed in the spleen. Then these RBCs they carry out the most important functions that transport the respiratory gases through the ब्लड। तो ये सब कुछ एरिथ्रोसाइट्स के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन है। Then the next component, that is the lymphocytes, that we call WBC, that is white blood cells. These are the colorless due to the lack of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin इसमें present नहीं होता, इसलिए ये colorless है. But this is nucleated, but this is short lifespan, because means it does not survive long time. Then its number is averagely this is 6,000 to 8,000 millimeter per cube of the blood sample. Means it is less number as compared to RBC. Leukocytes that are classified into different types. First, that is the granulocytes, and these granulocytes include the neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. These are the examples of granulocytes. Here neutrophils, that is the most abundant cells, that is near about 60 to 65% of the total WBC, and which functions like the phagocytic, means it engulfs the foreign particles when enter in our body. Then the next granulocytes, that is the eosinophils, that is 0.5 to 1%, and it is involved in the inflammatory reactions. This is the functions of eosinophils. Then there is the basophils, that secretes the histamine, serotonin, heparin, and which functions in the resistant infections and allergic reactions. These are the structures of the neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils, and they have the functions as like this. Then after this there is the second types, that is the agranulocytes, and it includes the lymphocytes, and the lymphocytes near about 20 to 25% of the total blood cells, and it is of two types, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. Here B lymphocytes and this one is the T lymphocytes, and both of these responsible for the human responses. ये दोनों भी human responses के लिए responsible है. Then second agranulocytes, that is the monocytes, and that looks like this. Then the next component of the form cell, that is the form elements, that is the platelets, and it is also known to be thrombocytes. इसको हम thrombocytes भी बोलते हैं. So here these thrombocytes or the platelets, that is produced from the mega karyocytes, that is the special cell in the bone marrow. bone marrow में सबसे special cell होता है जिससे platelets produce होता है. नॉर्मली ब्लड में जो प्लेटलेट्स रहते हैं वो 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 इतने प्लेटलेट्स पर क्यूबिक ये हमारे ब्लड में रहते हैं. If and these platelets release the various substances, and that helps in the coagulation and clotting of the blood. These are the main functions of platelets. If the platelets number is going to decrease, then it causes the clotting disorders, and which leads to excessive loss of the blood from the body. तो ये कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन है हमारे ब्लड एंड ब्लड के कंपोनेंट्स. ओके, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. मिलते हैं ऐसे नए टॉपिक के साथ अगले लेक्चर में.